Remote work has fundamentally altered the relationship between where people live and where they work. In 2025, more than a quarter of U.S. knowledge workers are employed by companies based in a different state, untethered from the traditional requirement to be near an office. This shift has opened the door for location arbitrage, where a software engineer living in Mississippi can earn a salary set by Bay Area standards, using the difference to pay off a mortgage years ahead of schedule. For many, the ability to maximize purchasing power by earning a high wage in a low-cost region is the most tangible benefit of the geography revolution. Companies, however, are responding with pay localization. Nearly half now adjust compensation based on where employees actually live. When a marketing director relocated from New York to North Carolina, her employer cut her salary by nearly a fifth, even though her work and output remained unchanged. These policies, framed as cost of living adjustments, create frustration and resentment. Employees doing the same job as their colleagues can end up with dramatically different paychecks, simply because of their zip code. The promise of remote work as an equalizer is complicated by these new strategies for controlling labor costs. Taxation has become another battleground. As employees work across state lines, conflicting rules have created headaches for both workers and employers. Some states tax remote workers based on the company's location, not the employee's residence, leading to double taxation scenarios and confusion about withholding. Accountants report spending far more time navigating these issues than before the pandemic, and workers find themselves caught in disputes between state agencies. With only a dozen states offering clear guidance, most are left to figure it out on their own. The geography revolution is also reshaping who gets hired. Remote job postings attract more diverse applicants. Applications from women rise by 15%, and those from underrepresented minorities go up by a third. A developer in Alabama now works for a Seattle tech company that would never have considered him before. This broader reach helps companies tap into overlooked talent pools, but it also raises new questions about pay equity and opportunity if salary bands are tied to geography. Some workers have found creative ways to take advantage of the system. A project manager rents a mailbox in San Francisco while living in Thailand, collecting a coastal salary while enjoying a much lower cost of living. Others negotiate contracts that specify location-neutral pay or use relatives' addresses to secure higher compensation. These tactics reveal how workers are adapting to the new landscape, even as companies try to enforce geographic controls through IP tracking and periodic office check-ins. Environmental impacts have emerged as an unexpected benefit. Full-time remote workers produce significantly fewer emissions than their office-based peers, and national traffic volumes have dropped as fewer people commute each day. Urban planners note that the migration away from expensive cities is reshaping communities. Downtown vacancies are up, while rural broadband subscriptions have surged. The shift is not just about individual choices, but about the transformation of entire regions. The economic impact is clear in both directions. Small towns see remote workers driving up housing prices, sometimes outbidding local teachers and nurses. Meanwhile, major city business districts face declining revenue as fewer people commute and spend money downtown. Transit systems, designed for a different era, now run below capacity, and city budgets are strained by the loss of commuter-driven tax revenue. Despite these shifts, many industries resist change. Law firms still require junior attorneys to be in the office, while senior partners work from wherever they please. Investment banks are among the most vocal opponents of remote work. But even there, some employees quietly split their time between city offices and rural cabins, careful not to miss key meetings. Policy has yet to catch up with reality. Most labor laws still assume a physical workplace, and few states have adapted tax codes or employment rules to address the complexities of remote work. This legal uncertainty leaves both workers and employers navigating a patchwork of conflicting regulations, with little clarity on rights and responsibilities. Perhaps the most lasting change is psychological. Workers increasingly see location as a negotiable factor, not a fixed constraint. Many now refuse in-person offers that don't match the flexibility or pay of remote roles. This mindset is reshaping expectations, with most remote-capable employees demanding continued location flexibility. Companies that adapt quickly attract talent from unexpected places, while those clinging to old assumptions find themselves left behind.